Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic:
what legendary YouTube channel doesn't make videos anymore? Vsauce, of course. He does make shorts though, but those long videos are absolute gold. Or does he? Vsauce music begins. Is it a good idea to microwave this? They microwaved my Slinky. Edit, the Slinky episode. That was your Slinky, OMG. I used to watch that show obsessively, and when they asked for items to be sent in, I instantly just did a 360 on my office chair, wondering what clutter I had around the room that would look the prettiest in a microwave. Solid metal. Should be fun. So that's my claim to YouTube fame, and didn't even have to make a video. Freddie Wong said in an interview, for a completely unrelated podcast, that he viewed Rocket Jump as a stepping stone to break into film and TV production. He was told in no uncertain terms that industry producers didn't care about YouTube at the time, so he gave up. The Raka Raka boys used YouTube to get into films, albeit over in Australia. Guess things are different down under. Our government will give you money to make films here. That's where they got a lot of their funding for YouTube. To other former Freddie W. enjoyers, I was wonderfully surprised a few years ago when I learned that he hosts a D&D podcast, Dungeons and Daddies, and I've been dutifully listening since. The other members of EGHS, Freddie W. collaborators Matt Arnold and Will Campos, writer Anthony Birch, Borderlands 2, God of War Ragnarok, Hey Ash Whatcha Playin', and poet, comedian Beth May, would highly recommend, but it's a lot closer to something like The Adventure Zone than Critical Role, in terms of raw accuracy and production style. The current season is actually played using Call of Cthulhu, but still pretty enjoyable. Season 1 was their best, Season 2's decent, and all their Patreon side content is well worth listening. Their Kingdom Death Monster series is the funniest thing they've put out, IMO. Funny to see this, because I only know him from Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast. Definitely Jenna Marbles. Her videos was such a vibe, nothing like 'em out there now. She got out way before everything went to shit. Respect. Respect more so that she didn't make a comeback after cancel culture died down. She totally could have. Plenty of people have done much worse and are still around. Heck, even at that point of time at the height of cancel culture, some didn't feel she deserved to be cancelled. She kept to her word, and that's really respectful. Trawled way too far to find Jenna. I'm so glad she's living her best life with Julian and the dogs, but damn if I don't miss her skits. She was the chaos queen and always had the best of intentions and always made such a deep effort to learn and do better. People should strive to be more like that, themselves. Do your best, learn from your mistakes and recognize them, and keep being yourself. If I recall correctly, Jenna made a full-on apology video because she bought a fish in a small tank. People explained to her that she needs better conditions for her fish, so she recorded a video where she apologized for not treating the fish well enough. This woman is a true gem. It's great to know she still has a happy life with Julian and the dogs. For me, it's definitely Tom Scott. The oldest looking young guy, or youngest looking old guy, I'm never sure. Most boyish looking man or most mannish looking boy. He recently made an announcement that he is going to start putting out videos again. He said that he doesn't promise a comeback, so we shouldn't just expect him to start posting again with the same consistency. Niggerhigger had some of the funniest skits on YouTube with over 20 million fans. Now it's just too quiet over there. At least he streams, but I really love and miss those skits. It's crazy to think how much YouTube has changed. Niggerhigger and Jenna Marbles were extremely popular during the prime of their YouTube career. Their channels were centered around their personalities and sense of humor. Anyone could have technically done what they did, it only required a camera and a computer, but very few had their type of charisma. The most popular YouTubers today are the channels like Mr. Beast. I don't even mean to sound like an old man, this isn't a fuck Beast post. I'm genuinely just reflecting on how much YouTube has changed. Girl in a mirror doing makeup, greater than creating Squid Games. I know people like Niggerhigger and Jenna Marbles still exist on YouTube, but I don't think those types of channels are the central hub they used to be. Mr. Beast type channels are the ones with mass appeal now. I remember Niggerhigger being the most sub channel for a while in the early 2000s. Yep, him and Smosh were top 2 for a good bit. I really miss Bill Wirtz. Oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage. The sun is a deadly laser. I get that this probably isn't what he wants to do, but History of Japan World are some of my favorite YouTube videos. I wish he would do more stuff like it. He may not be posting videos, but if you want your Bill Wirtz fix, he answers questions from random people every single day on his website. Here's a pertinent recent Q&A. Q, when are you gonna make a video again? I'm a big fan, by the way. I'm finishing up an overproduced series of videos, and then when they are done I am going to celebrate by making a rapid sequence of much better, underproduced videos and music, which will be my apology offering for making such an irresponsible commitment. Physics girl. She's been bedridden and sick for a long while now. Hope she manages a healthy recovery. Edit, last video I saw was the one where she was able to stand and take a couple steps. I'm glad she's doing better than what she was. Check the channel. There was a very positive update video recently. She's getting there. She's no longer bedridden, can walk, do hobbies, etc. It's all very promising. Total Biscuit sad face. Till subscribed. As am I can't bring myself to unsubscribe. Oh, this one hurts. I'll forever cherish my WoW days grinding Karazhan and TV playing in the background. Little did I know those were some of the happiest days of my life. Yep, it was a time in my life when I was technically an adult but with no real responsibilities, so I was able to pile countless hours into gaming, WoW up to TBC, Oblivion, Battlefield 2 etc. and discovered TB at just the right time. I still get incredibly nostalgic about music from that era too. It was when Lamb of God, Rise Against, AFI etc. were really starting to blow up. In fact, I'm pretty sure my taste in music paused at about 2008. Everyday normal guy, John Lejoie. Show me your genitals, your genitals. Knock knock, who's there? It's me, wondering why you're not naked. Every Framier painting. He did just a couple of videos and they were all really good. He started uploading again last year, he posted a short film even. Every Frame a painting. If you like film, I don't think there ever was a better channel. He's come back recently. Came here to say this. It's not as frequent and slightly different format but still incredibly well-structured essays on cinema. Will it blend? Honorable mention, is it a good idea to microwave this? The tinfoil shield protects our nuts, because nobody likes roasted nuts. I miss Key of Awesome. I know there are other parody music video channels but Mark and team really had something good. Yeah, that one hits hard to this day. It was so high quality and consistent for years, it had become a bit of a staple, expecting a video from every new hit. Like Weird Al but on YouTube. Luke with Outdoor Boys. Too soon. He was smart about the whole thing by disabling comments and keeping his kids safe by getting out sooner than later. Luke and Les Stroud from Survivor Man are probably the most wholesome and real survival videos around. Disabling comments wasn't actually his choice but YouTube's. His videos are made for kids. He said he doesn't mind it though, as he didn't have to spend time moderating them. Joji, TV Filthy Frank, Papa Franku. Hell, even as Joji he hasn't released anything in about 3 years. I followed him from Frank to Pink Guy to Joji and miss him now. Oh dang, I read this and thought, surely the Joji channel has been active, and was surprised to see your comment was mostly accurate. Hopefully he is working on some new music. Community channel. Edit, hi hand waving. OMG same, but I think she works as a host on some TV shows now. Good on ya Natalie. She was host on Australian Bake Off for a couple seasons. I went out of my way to stream it in the US. Her style of humor is still largely the same. Can't believe the show hasn't had a Lamingtons prompt yet. I will never learn how to make Lamingtons crying. Mitten Squad. Came here to say this, I used to wait until he had uploaded several videos and then binge watch them back to back. Because of how I interacted with his channel, I didn't even know he'd passed away until a couple weeks later when I checked his channel and saw all the rip comments on his videos. Real shame, he was super entertaining. I hope his family is doing okay. Losing Seth Everman hurt. I remembered he existed recently and went to look at his old videos. It appears some got taken down, which is a shame. Better than his original plan, since he wanted to delete everything when he stopped uploading. Achievement Hunter. If you haven't already, go subscribe to the Regulation Podcast and Regulation Gameplay channels. It's Gavin, Jeff, Andrew Panton, Eric and Nick. They decided to start their own company together and it's brilliant. Very RESQ, but it's their company. They're loving having the freedom to do what they want. They bought the rights to all their old FCK Face podcasts and gameplays too. So there's hundreds of hours of content. It's also hilarious. Bad lip reading. Their videos from the 2012 election are some of my favorites. They're probably best known for the yearly NFL videos, which are also great. Nothing from them in 10 months now. Bedtime Thoughts from 1 month ago. Inauguration 2025 from 5 months ago. Penny for your thoughts. I hate Brenda. And a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all over my pants. That log had a child, lives rent-free in my head. FPS Russia. Pretty sure he's not allowed near guns now. At least, he's not allowed to own one. He was charged with a felony, so his Second Amendment rights were revoked. He also cannot vote. Wasn't he arrested by the FBI or something? For weed possession. Investigated for murder, did about 6 weeks in prison for receiving weed in the mail. He still does a weekly podcast called PKA. Technoblade. I didn't really watch much Technoblade, but I'm honestly shocked to see him so far down. He was who I came here looking to see mentioned. RIP. Egoraptor's animations were the hype and now his channel feels empty. Game Grumps is a full-time commitment. Man, I miss old Grumps. Grumps is a full-on production these days that dozens of people depend on for a living, so I can't fault Aaron one bit for chasing the algo. But I also can't deny that it's a very different vibe from the two dudes playing a random game off the shelf in a basement days. Ross becoming a VTuber producer and still making time to do fun animation stuff is great though. JCS, Criminal Psychology. I dearly miss this guy's videos. There are so many imitators but none have this guy's talent. He did release one recently but the AI voice and his overall change in tempo was an enormous disappointment. He followed that up with an apology and addressed it. He's since put out another and ditches the AI voiceover. Super entertaining videos full of absolute junk science and a dash of propaganda. I liked a lot of those videos, but every time he'd go into some kind of body language analysis that only works with the benefit of hindsight, I'd roll my eyes. No, the dude crossing his arms isn't a sign that he's closing off or lying. The problem is, the psychology isn't basically fake in it. All pop psych. Yeah, it seemed cool when I thought that analysis was real, but then he found out it's make-believe and you can't go home. It's a team of people, the voice has always been from a voice actor. They are back though. EWU is a decent replacement. I love EWU videos. Definitely a bit more gruesome and sensational than JCS videos though.